Hi everyone, welcome to SAP Learning. I am Mohit Agarwal, working as a SAP ABAP consultant. So today we will discuss about what is ERP, what is the need of ERP, what is then we will discuss about what is SAP, what is the role of SAP, then we will discuss about what are the roles of SAP consultants and ABAP consultants. So first question comes in our mind, what is ERP? Why we need it? So ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning. As name suggests, enterprise means any organization, resource means all those employee which works in any department of that organization. Planning means integration of those employees, departments with each other. So ERP is a business management software which is used to integrate all the business activities in any organization. As we know, in any organization, we have multiple departments or modules like sales and distribution department, marketing department, human resource departments, and finance department. So by by these departments we can share any information with each other by using ERP system. So what are the reasons of adopting ERP? It integrates financial information. As we know, it can share any information with each other departments. It integrates customer order information. Let's suppose any customer who wants to purchase any product, then its information can be collected in ERP system. It standardizes and speed up operation process. It is used to standardize human resource information. So now we will discuss about the traditional business process which occur in our scenario. So let's suppose any customer who wants to purchase a product, let's suppose a laptop, he want to purchase. He will move to sales department about the product purchase. Then sales department will confirm about the availability of the product with the inventory department. Now inventory department will convey the information to the sales department about the information of the availability of the product. If it is not available, then sales department will move to production department. Now production department will tell about the availability of the raw material of that product. Now inventory department will tell about the raw material availability. If raw material is not available, he will need financial needs. So he will approach to financial department about the financial needs of that raw material. Now if financial need comes, then supplier will start for the process of raw material. If it is supply raw material to production department, then shop floor execution department will start manufacturing of that product. Then finally product will come to sales department. Then now customer can purchase that product. And finally all those invoice which was generated or revenue will be forwarded to finance department. So that is all about our traditional business process which occur in our before ERP process. So now we will discuss about the major problems. Risk of duplication of data and inconsistency. As we know, information we all those departments have no information about each of the departments. So if we have risk of duplication of data in this case. time and money consuming process. As this scenario takes lot of time, information move to one department to each other, so it will take lot of time. Due to timely process, customer will not satisfy and not permanent for the goods and services. As customer have to wait for a long time for for their product, so your customer will not loyal to you in this case. High inventory and material cost. So what is the solution of this scenario? So then ERP comes into picture which with centralized system. So now we will discuss about what is the need of ERP. Well, any beginner who wants to make a career in SAP ERP is enthusiastic to know about the ERP system. And the very first question which arises to their mind is why an ERP system is required. So now we will discuss about centralized system. What is centralized system? As a name suggests, it stored all those other department information into the center so that each department can share information with each other. So in a company with centralized system of data management, data is maintained at a central location and it is shared with various departments. Departments have access to information of other departments. As we know, sales department have information about the inventory department and inventory department have information about the production department of that product. Now we will discuss about ERP process which occur in system. Let's suppose we have ERP system which is centralized and we have all those department or module which is surrounded by ERP. Can be sales, inventory, finance, human resource, shop floor execution, supplier or raw material or production department. So these departments are mutually integrated with each other. All modules have their information about each other. So that is all about ERP system. So let's suppose customer who comes to purchase a product, sales department have their information about the availability of the product. He doesn't have to move to inventory department for the information. So if suppose inventory department have any information about the product, production department also have any information about the raw material of that product. So if there is any lack of information of raw material, he can easily connect with supplier for the supply of that raw material. If in case raw material is not sufficient for the financial need, he can connect with financial department which knows about the financial need of that product. So if suppose for the manufacturing of product or raw material they want any manpower, so human resource know about the lack of resource. So human resource in advance can hire all those manpower easily. So that is all about ERP system which is used in our modern business process. So what are the potential benefits of ERP? Now we will discuss about internal benefits of an ERP. Integration of single source of data. As suppose any customer who want to purchase a product, this information can be collected in any department as all those departments will know about this information. Control over various business process. It eliminates duplication of data. It also increased productivity, inventory management, it promotes quality. It reduced operation cost and inventory, internal communication. So now we will discuss about external benefits. So what are the external benefits? It obviously improved customer service and order fulfillment. As you know, by using ERP system, your customer will loyal to you, and it will be with you at high time. It improved communication with suppliers and customers. It also enhanced competitive position and increased sales and profits. Effective HRM. So hence a centralized ERP system is required. So we have to be a centralized ERP system. So for this, SAP comes into picture. SAP is nothing but it is a ERP product. It is itself a company which is established in 1972 by IBM employees. In all Fortune 500 companies, SAP is implementing and they are using all those SAP, and it can be in any level. It, in India, we have SAP in all those utilities like gas, chemical, power, FMCG organization. So SAP can be used in any industry. So what is SAP? SAP stands for as System Application and Products in Data Processing. Since 2010, SAP has more than 140 installations globally, over 25 industry-specific business solutions, and more than 75,000 of customers in 120 countries. So now question arises, why only SAP, not other ERP softwares? Like we have other softwares, ERP softwares in market like Oracle, IBM. So what are the reasons for adopting only SAP software? As we know, SAP is switchable for any size of business. It can be low level of business, mid level of business, or high level of business. It can be come with any level of business. SAP is a global solution as it can be used with any industry. So like FMCG or any other industry, it can be a global solution. SAP doesn't provide any redundant information. SAP is perfect for any type of business. SAP also provides shorter implementation time and fastest financial payback. As compared to other ERP systems, SAP needs fewer customization. As SAP also provides standard process in any organization, like suppose in HR we have a payroll process, so it comes with standard process. So now we will discuss about SAP consultants. What is the role of SAP consultants? So simply SAP consultants classified as functional consultants and technical consultants. Now further, functional consultants classified as business consultants. These are basically interacted with business users, so that's why they called as business consultants. And technical consultants, as the name suggests, they are the developer. First, ABAP consultants, they usually do programming, and other is networking consultants, basis people. They usually works with server. So now we will discuss about SAP modules. So we have different type of functional modules. First is HD sales and distribution module, which works on mostly in sales department. and then material management, finance department, controlling management, human resource, customer relationship management, supply relationship management, supply chain management, and we have recently come up with advanced planner and optimizer module. Now we will understand what is the SAP market and salary. SAP professional median salary by job function. So now we will understand all those salary in any organization by level wise. Any application director of ERP can easily get $116,775, and in any director or manager level, he can easily get $100,000. In any project organization manager, he can easily get $100,000. Any functional consultant can achieve easily $89,500. Any basis people or ABAP consultant can easily get $80,000. So now we will understand what is ABAP. What is the role of ABAP? ABAP stands for Advanced Business Application Programming Language. It is a fourth generation language, else also known as ABAP 4. It mostly created by SAP initially for report creation and later come into full language. And all those SAP software which is developed, it is using only the single language which is ABAP 4. And this language is case insensitive and each statement terminates with a period. As we know, case sensitive means it can be written with small or capital both. So basically ABAP language is surrounded by C language and SQL language. So what is the role of an ABAP consultant in any organization? So let's suppose there is any requirement which generates from user. He wants a invoice printout. So first he will receive a ticket or bug in the form of functional specification which is designed by functional people. Then ABAP people will analyze the business requirement by discussing the whole requirement with the functional people as per the functional specification. Then he will tell about the number of hours for business requirement, and then he will start developing the object. Then he will do unit testing. Then he will release the object to the testing server. Then he will need to prepare technical specification document for that object. So that is all about the role of ABAP consultant. For more information, please do come up with this course. Thank you so much for your patience. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you.